the morning, and I'll sleep on this rocking chair that you have on the porch. The lady asked him that he rest on the chair while she found him a bed. Yes, when supper was ready, she invited him in, and he declined. He said, I have enough. I have plenty, holding up a brown paper bag. And when she had finished the dishes, she went out to the porch to speak to the man. And making a long story short, she had realized that this man might look dirty on the inside, but he's filled with the presence of God. And he told her that he fishes for a living to support his daughter's 5 children, and his daughter's husband, who hopelessly crippled from a back injury. He didn't say it in a form of a complaint, but in a form to see that his circumstances gave no pain and he can keep on going. To make the story short, as I get ready to get out of here, the man got ready to leave the next morning, and the woman walked into the room to wake him up and get him some breakfast. And the bed was just nicely made, and the bed was just, the sheets were clean, and the pillow was nice and up. And she was looking for the man, and he was out on the porch. And she asked him for breakfast. He didn't want any. But the lady next door, when the man done left and got on the bus, he asked her for a favor, said, will you let me stay here, come back from my next treatment? She said, sure. And then the next door neighbor had the nerve to come up to her and say, did you let that awful looking man stay here last night? She said, well, yes I did. And the lady said, well, I turned him away. And she asked him, I don't know why you turned him away, because if you only knew what was on the inside, if you only knew what he was packing on the inside. She looked at the outside appearance. Yes, the outside appearance wasn't all that appealing. Yes, he might not look like the handsomest man on the market, but I gotta tell you, it was something on the inside. Yeah. And that thing on the inside, she had to tell her neighbor. She said, yeah, I might lose a couple of mates. I might lose a couple of people who are staying in my hospital. I might lose a couple of friends along the way. But I had to understand that it's always and never too late to clean it up. And yes, I feel like preaching now. Yes, that when the man done left and I introduced him to my family, he said the family done made me feel like home, and he gave them gifts of fish and oysters, the biggest ones you ever seen. And she told her neighbor, she said, neighbor, that man, if you only knew that he was filled with the presence of God. And I had to know that if I can just listen to him a little while, he will change my perspective on who he really is. And I want you to know that while that man went through his day, he went through his day with a smile on his face, because he knew that it would only be a certain amount of time that he'll be looking the way he's looking. And he knew once he came out of this awful state that people would see the glow on the inside, and people would see the glow that he had, which was within him. Good evening, St. James. God bless your heart. I gotta get out of here now. But before I go, I want to let you know that God has something for you to help